Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and today I'm doing Badlands National Park, which is around the middle of South Dakota. So I'm going to go through and show you the various points of interest. A lot of nice scenery here, and just past this sign is a fairly good sized herd of buffalo. So let me show you that first. There's not a whole lot of them, but there is a bunch. They walk across the road here, and you can see some there just sitting around or feeding on the grass. Looks like a boring job being a buffalo in a national park. This is the first overlook point, which is just about a mile south of the north entrance gate to the park. And look at some of the residences here. Just sitting around with nothing to do. What a life, huh, folks? Seems like they would want to be off into the grass, but then I guess they come out once in a while to pose for pictures. This is a little ways further south from there, where you get a little closer up view of the canyon here. This next overlook is on the opposite side of the canyon, where there are a lot of trees, much greener on this side. I think this is kind of interesting. That mesa right there looks like only to be about 10 feet high, and you can see how the layers are there. Interesting. And this overlook point has a couple of these display boards. Oh boy, these animals had a bad day. And right across from here is a picnic area. You can see there. This overlook point shows some of the colors in the hillside there. And there is a hiking trail that goes up that one. And here's a nice view off to the right. Now this overlook point has a lot of badlands and goodlands. Nice green grass as far as you can see. Wow, this looks really interesting out there. I think an artist could have a real field day working here. This overlook shows a lot of layers in the side of the canyon there.
Alright, I'm gonna walk out. You wanna come with?
And look how jagged that is off into the distance. Here's the next overlook point. Not so colorful, but look at that complicated maze of canyons. Can you imagine being down in there and trying to find your way out? The road here has gone down into the canyon. So now I'm looking almost equal level with the Badlands there. Still got a little further way to go to get to the bottom. Interesting viewpoint here. Let's look at the peak of that one. And then off to the left here, a couple interesting tops to the canyon. Here's another nice view with some interesting formations up there. Here's another good viewpoint. Look at those jagged tops there.
I can hear it from here. They were down there.
And there's one big one off to itself here. There's some interesting peaks. And if you want to get a really close-up view, they've got a nice trail. And you see that bridge that goes all the way up there if you want to get a really close-up view. This is a major stopping point, viewpoint, and it's between the east entrance of the park and the visitor center. And I just went by the visitor center and they are not open yet. Still scared of that doggone pandemic. This is a real interesting set of formations here. Now here the formations are really up close, and a lot of people are going hiking up into them. Way up over there. It's not that far to hike though from the parking lot here. This is called the Big Badlands Overlook, which is just inside the east entrance to the park. Nice place to get a good wide panorama here. So if you're coming in from the east, this is the first place you'll see. Have you figured out yet why they call it Badlands? But still, there's a lot of greenery here. Some really huge grasslands as well. Now, as you may know, national parks do not allow any boondocking outside of designated campgrounds. Well, fortunately, here at Badlands, there is an official boondocking area. It's down this unmarked gravel road going up this hill, and the road is about 1 mile north of the north entrance to the park. So look for those 3 really tall antennas off to the east, and you'll probably see several RVs parked up there on the top of the hill. And there is my motorhome right there. So let me go show you where I am parked. I tried a few spots here on both sides of the road, and they're all sloped down on the right side here. So in order to get my motorhome level, I have had to put 8 inches of blocks underneath my jacks on each one of my 2 jacks on the right side. And that did the trick. Now there are some good things about this place. I'm getting fairly good internet service. It's only 6 miles to the town of Wall. And off to the east here is a pretty good view of the Badlands. And some people are parking pretty close to the edge there. Well folks, let me know if you like this video. And if you're ever in South Dakota, I would say it's definitely worth it to come by and see Badlands National Park. Good day, folks.